Morning, good evening, guys. We're talking about challenges tonight. So in this green set of nightstands, everybody was like, I really love the sage green. Why don't you leave it that color? And I was like, because I tried to put them up for sale and nobody wanted them. So I was going to repaint them. But everybody kept saying, I really love the green. But by then I had abused them so much that they really needed to be repainted. So then I started sanding back the top and I was going to do something different. All I knew is I just wanted to get them updated. I need to get them sold. I'm moving in a couple of months. So I really want to, um, I don't want to move everything with me. It's a quirk that I have. I'll get new stuff there. It's a new opportunity for me to create new stuff in a new space because I'm a creator. I love to create things. So anyway, I'm kind of dropping the news early because I haven't told them over there. I decided to keep them green. So I'm repainting them green. But as I was stripping back the top or trying to sand back the damage on the top, it really got down to bare wood in most places. And so then I was like, I'm just going to take a minute. And I walked through a bunch of furniture stores. And you know what? Navy blue and sage green were the colors. It's no longer this white or black. And although there's a lot, you'll see a lot of black out there. So this is about shifting and some challenges. We're going to get there. So I looked at the top and I'm like, oh, this is really pretty. And I kind of want to do that blonde wood on the sage green like you see everywhere. But the wood is like mahogany, so it was really red. And when I stripped them back, it looked like a Christmas tree, this red wood top and these green bottoms. And I wasn't really down for it. So I really knew that I wanted to lighten up that wood. And everything that I researched said, you got to bleach it. Well, I don't have wood bleach. I didn't want to go through the time and effort to do that. So here's the thing, in life, in business, in whatever we're doing, sometimes our plans don't get, or our goal doesn't get there by the way that we thought we were going to get there. How many times have you headed out on a trip and maybe had to take an alternate path? That's kind of what this was. So I sat down today and I thought, you're smarter than this. What are you doing? So then I was like, well, how am I going to neutralize that red? And I really didn't want to buy more materials because I'm moving. So really was trying to get rid of paint and stuff, and I ended up with twice as much. Then I remembered my days as an artist, green neutralizes red. So I made a paint wash and I was like, I'm so scared to do this, but I did a wash of green over that red top, just really subtle. And it started to cut the red back. And then I was able to go in with a really nice tan. And now I'll be posting pictures tomorrow on Facebook. But now the top has that really light wood color that's so on trend today. Hi, Dan. And it all worked out great. So you guys, when I have these challenges that I overcome, and especially in artistic things, this is part of my mindset. I started giggling. I was like, man, I had so much resistance. I didn't want to do it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to do it. And I didn't want to do it the way that everybody was saying. And so when I finally just sat down, all the chatter and said, this is what I want to achieve. Does it really matter that I do it? See, I still have green paint on my thumb. That I do it in the way that everyone else is saying, or can I be a bit of an innovator or think for myself and create a different way to get the same end result? And I want to tell you, the end result that I achieved is way better than I was expecting. And I'm so, so happy with it. I'm kind of geeked out about it. But had I given up and said, well, I really don't want to buy, more product because I'm moving, and just painted it, they wouldn't be as cool as they are now. So sometimes we face challenges. Sometimes we have other people telling us how to overcome that challenge, and maybe it just doesn't sit with us. Maybe we don't have the tools or the methods to get there like they're telling us. In those times, what makes a really great entrepreneur, a really great just expansion in your life, is to sit with yourself and think through the process and come up with a way that suits what you have. And I'm kind of inside giggling because this morning I did a video. It's not all the way done yet, but I talked about being like kitchen sink cook. I live alone. I eat pretty simply, and so sometimes it's not about having a recipe when I cook. It's about finding what I have and making it work to get what I need. So that's the thing tonight, you guys. I want everybody to understand that life isn't always perfect. Life's not always going to go to plan. Life's not always going to give us the perfect situation, and nor are we always going to have the tools. So in business, like I worked in medical for years, and I love science and I love learning things and I love overcoming challenges, but I was never a business person before. And so that's been a huge challenge for me, and I had a leader who has great information, but just doesn't talk in the way that I talk, has different, if you will, tools than I have, different personality, different way in the world. And so we were just kind of clashing, and I wasn't getting where I needed to be. So I had to find a different way. And then I also had to understand that in this transition, in this change, in this overcoming challenges, it really is about looking for the opportunities. Sometimes it's about looking for the opportunities that fit the tools that you have at that moment. Now, maybe in a month or two, I'll do a similar project and I'll be settled in Kentucky and I'll have all the tools I need, but that wasn't the case today. And I'm really happy, more so than the look of the cabinets. What makes me so happy about this is that there was this huge challenge. And yeah, I procrastinated about it because I needed time to think. That's how my brain is. I needed time to think through what I was going to do. So you guys, take time, think through. Don't always just think you have to do it the same way everyone else is doing. Don't let yourself get discouraged because it's not coming out the way you want, or you're not getting the results you want, because you can always shift and find another way if you are looking for another way. And that I'm just about done. But one thing I want to talk about real quick is that we have to be a little bit more self-sufficient, especially as an entrepreneur. You have to be more self-sufficient. You have to be willing to take the reins and go find answers for yourself or create answers for yourself. And that's what starts to create success in your life, in your personal life, in little projects that you're doing. So 10 minutes is up. I'm going to go to bed. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. And if there's anything you guys have questions about, little mindset things, or what, we're going to get deeper into business stuff later, but I just really want to impart, especially to my ladies and men who are around the age of that I am. We've been through life, we've faced challenges, we know how to overcome them. Don't let this phase in life scare you into changing that and not getting out there and doing the things that you want to do. You can start over today and you can face challenges because you have the tools that somebody who's 30 might not yet have. All right, you guys, good night. Thanks for joining me. I see you, Josie Rodriguez, and lucky me, Nolly. Like, you guys, I'm about to hop off unless people have questions, but I I do also, well, we'll talk about other stuff tomorrow. You guys, I'll chat all night and be late for my live in the morning if you let me. So we'll see you tomorrow night, 10-minute talk. And hey, Crafty, and I'll see you in the morning. I promise I'll be there in the morning at 8:30 to talk about insulin resistance and helping people get better. I just posted a video tonight, had a great conversation with a young woman that thought she could not be helped. She was so resistant to hearing the possible solution I had when I met her because everyone had failed her. No one had given her answers. The call I had tonight really is why I do the business I do, because most of the things that she was concerned with that no one else was able to address for her are being addressed by the protocol that I talk about every morning. And so that's amazing. All right, you guys, we'll see you in the morning. If not in the morning, we'll see you tomorrow night because some of you guys are night owls like me. All right, have a good night. Bye, guys. And by the way, thanks you guys for joining. I know sometimes I tend to look down because I'm going live on multiple platforms, and I appreciate you being here. And I really love being able to share insights and knowledge with you guys. And I love the messages that I get on the backside of these when people reach out to me and say, I needed to hear that. You guys, I love that. So please feel free to share with me what you need, and